What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of The Block is Hot. Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming CNFT projects dropping this week that are in their mint phase and that I think have potential or at least worth looking into. Now, I want to emphasize looking into. Just because I'm going to be making these videos each week about these different projects doesn't necessarily mean I'm buying them. This is an opportunity for you guys to see some of the stuff I looked at and basically not see all of the crap I had to personally cipher through, and now you can take a deeper look, a deeper dive, and make your own educated decision. I'm going to be trying to post this sort of stuff every single Sunday. I know it's Monday. I know I was a day late again. Get off my butt, guys. But I'm going to be trying to do this every single Sunday. So if you're interested in learning about these upcoming drops, make sure you subscribe. And in my description, I also have my Twitter where I also do a post every single week. Without further ado, though, let's get into it. The first project on our list, guys, is releasing tomorrow, February 8th, and it is called Disco Solaris. Now, they are dropping 5,777 of these at a 55 ADA price. The art on this project actually looks really, really good. I like the style of it. You can tell they put a lot of time, and they said they have over 150 different accessories that they handmade. So big plus on the art. This sort of stuff really stands out to me, especially in a wave of a lot of bad art or rug pulls that we've been seeing lately. So what exactly are they trying to do over at Disco Solaris? Well, basically they created this whole 80s driven retrotopia on Cardano, right? And they have those PFPs that you guys just saw where there's going to be 5,777 of them. Now, the big thing is that there's this city of Neo Miami, right? It's a first off-world city created by an elusive billionaire investor whose company promises the citizens a better life in a sustainable biodome city far from the polluted earth. So, we might need this. This polluted earth thing is a big deal. But basically, what you're going to be able to do as a holder of this is influence the look of Neo Miami. Very similar to Ada Ninjas, how you can hold ninjas and influence the manga and different decisions. Make sure to check out that video if you haven't already on my Ada Ninjas take on this. But basically, they're doing that. So you're going to be able to shape this story. You're going to have all of these different voting objectives. You're going to be able to join these factions, complete quest, find what lies outside of this biodome. Now, I don't know how much of this is just story and lore and how much they're actually going to deliver with a playable or metaverse type thing, because they say down here, guys, that we feel that metaverse is often used as a buzzword that enables empty promises. I talk about this a lot in my channel when I go over metaverse stuff. A lot of them are capping. They're straight freaking capping, okay? So they were saying that they are an experienced team and they know how much work this is, and they don't want to overpromise, and they're saying that it's not going to be this huge 3D MMO game that a lot of people are promising. They say they have over 12 years of game development experience, and they're going to try to combine elements of video and traditional role-playing games. They're also going to have like this video arcade where you can play mini games, all sorts of stuff like that. They're not over promising, which I like. I much rather would be on a team that under promises and over delivers. So I like to see that they're just being honest and straightforward, and that kind of gives me a little bit more insight on their team. As far as the release goes, they are launching tomorrow, February 8th, at that 55 ADA price point. They are dropping 5,777 unique of them, which is a relatively good number, especially since they have over 150 elements per gender and 20 traits. So this is going to look very unique. They obviously put a lot of time into their art and making all of these different layers. You're going to be able to buy 3 if you are in the whitelist, and you're going to be able to buy 5 if you are in the public drop. The next drop we're looking at, guys, is Borg Club. So Borg Club, and I'm sorry I'm saying it slow. I've just messed up 100 times already. They've already released, and they have a 389 ADA floor. These have done exceptionally well. What is going to happen is in 2 days, on February 9th, they are releasing this chipset for 90 ADA a pop. This chipset is going to enable you to basically mutate your Borg into a completely different NFT version, mutated, cool, mechanized thing that a lot of different projects have been doing and have found a lot of success in. Just to go over the drop details a little bit more, they are going to have this whitelist mint on February 9th, about 1 hour earlier than the public mint. This is at 17 UTC and 18 UTC. There are going to be 5,000 of these chips, 1,000 of which are going to be airdropped to people that that hold Borgs, okay? Now, the whitelist is capped at 2,000 chips, so after the airdrop and whitelist, there should be 2,000 chips that go into the public. Now, to take a deeper dive into that airdrop as well as the whitelist, they also have a little bit of a chips fact that gives a little bit more information here. So if you own a card, which is 2,500 ADA minimum, you will get one of these chips. If you hold at least 3 or more Borgs, you will get a corrupted chip for every 3 Borgs. So if you own 3, you're going to get one in this airdrop. The whitelist is just if you own at least 1 Borg. So if you own at least 1 Borg, make sure that you go on the Discord, you go to this verify ownership section, and you will be whitelisted. Obviously, the public, which is going to have 2,000, is going to be open for anyone. Now, the price and transaction limits, they will be 90 each. Whitelist will be able to mint 2, public mint will be able to get 1 per transaction. Multiple transactions are possible. There is no wallet limit. So super, super cool stuff with this project. I'm personally going to be buying 1 more Borg so I can have 3 Borgs and get at least 1 free chip. And then I'm going to be going for this public drop as well. If it does anything like the serums did for the Llamas, I expect this to be a great return. And for me, this is a drop that I am confidently going to go for. The next drop we're looking at here, guys, is Lazy Llama's Lazy Island. That took me a couple times to get through here, but I was finally able to get through. Regardless though, guys, Lazy Llamas have been doing really well. They have a lot going on with them. One of the highest utility projects on Cardano, and they currently have a 380 ADA floor, and they just look great and have been doing a ton of different stuff, and their team has done an excellent job so far when it comes to marketing, design, and just basic utilities. What is releasing on the 10th is a partnership with Lazy Island and ADA Realm. Now, I'm not super bullish on ADA Realm. I had made a video on them, so I'm kind of surprised that they partnered with ADA Realm rather than partnering with something like Pavia. But either way, this is a project that I'm very interested in and will most likely go pretty hard on. What they're doing is they're releasing this Lazy Island. There's going to be 10,000 plots of this land within that Lazy Island, and it's going to be under ADA Realms policy ID. So in their 3D mapping world, you will be able to go to this land that you purchase. Now, their tentative drop date, like I said, is the 10th of February, and every land island minter will be given a chance to get a random amount of Lazy tokens, which is pretty cool. It's going to help with the overall ecosystem. Now, the perks don't end there, guys, if you own this land. I love when they actually have some sort of utility that goes with it, and that's exactly what this team is doing. Basically, you're going to have special perks if you own this land, and they're going to get priority whitelist spots and access to random airdrops and other metaverses in the future. That is huge. I love getting airdrops and whitelisting events. A lot of times that just brings more people into buying the actual original NFT itself, and it's just great. Why would you not like that? You're also going to have the ability to customize those plots. You're going to have 3D llama avatars, which are cool and can interact on this Lazy Island. And the last thing they put here, guys, is let your imagination run wild. Feel free to give us suggestions. So I like how they're open to this. I don't think enough projects are open to like, hey guys, what can we do differently? What can we improve on? What are some things we can add? So it's just cool that they are basically opening the stage for anyone that is investing in this. Overall, I like the project a lot. I am going to be buying some of this land. I think that Lazy Llama's team has constantly provided utility, and I think they have done a really great job at not only the art, but in marketing in their website and just putting all the information out there, and the community is very strong on this. So I would once again be surprised if this Lazy Island did not do well, and I will personally be going for some of these plots. The next drop I'm looking at, guys, is called Phoenix Arena, and it is dropping on February 11th for 40 ADA each. Now, one of the big things about this project is that there isn't actually a mintable edition number, right? So what they're doing is they're opening it up for 48 hours, and it is going to be a collection based on how many people purchase within that time frame. So there's definitely pros and cons to this. I would much rather have a low number edition such as 3,000 where I can get a pretty good idea of overall supply. So this is going to be one that I keep my eyes on, and I'll probably make a decision closer to the end of that 48-hour time period and just see how much supply is actually out there. What they're trying to do with this is pretty cool. They're trying to have this whole game arena concept where you're going to be able to use these different NFTs to fight each other. Maybe they'll even have partnerships with some of these other big projects that are in the CNFT space, and I think that could be really cool. Now, they have all of these different little monsters. They look pretty cool. The art looks good. Yeah, I mean, I like the look of this, and each of these guys have different weapons and items that are going to have different strengths and weaknesses as well as rarities, and they're going to basically just have like this cool little arena game where you're also going to be able to stake your different guys and earn tokens as well. Now, their team isn't doxed, but they do a pretty good job at posting frequently. They have about 1,611 followers right now, which isn't too bad. It's more than like the average project, but it isn't a number that's like blows me away, such as Disco Solaris that has over 7,000. The main utility with this is going to be that upcoming game and the ability to stake your different guys in order to get their Wari tokens, and those Wari tokens are going to have basically important indicators in the economy as far as the game goes. Now, I like the project, I like the way it looks, but I am very hesitant about making it an open edition. I'm really going to have to keep an eye on those numbers. The second thing that worries me is that a lot of times games don't come through. There's a lot of stuff that is involved in creating a game, and the fact that they only have 4 people on their team makes me a little worried. Now, when I was going over their website, they did do a good job at posting a lot of the different information, and I can tell this team is putting a lot of work in, but once again though, who knows if this game is going to actually come out? We have to take things at face value, and that's why I'm simply going to be looking at this game and analyzing it before I invest in any of them. I might just buy 1 or 2 because, you know, they're pretty cheap at 40 ADA, and sometimes I like just being a degenerate and gambling on some different things. But yeah, this is one that I think you guys should at least keep an eye on. The next project we're looking at, guys, is called Wonder Whales. They are releasing on February 12th. For 32 ADA if you are in the whitelist pre-sale, and for 47 ADA if you are in the public. Now, they have 7,777 of these whales with all of these different accessories like roses, ice cream sandwiches, you know, Cuban link chains. I actually think these look pretty good. Now, I know some other people out there may or may not like these, but I actually think the art stands out, and I like how it's whales and not apes. I haven't really seen too many people do whales yet. Now, I have 2 problems when it comes to this project. One, I think 7,777 is just a little too much. The second thing that I'm worried about here is that their roadmap isn't very big. They say they're going to do a community fund similar to a DAO. Cool. You know, how, like, it's just nothing that is really crazy to me. They're saying that they're going to do exclusive events. I haven't really seen a single NFT project actually deliver on that. It seems pretty cool, but most of them actually don't follow through on that. And then they're saying they're going to have merchandise where 13% of the sales go back into the community fund, which is pretty cool, but that is also in 2023, quarter 3 2023. Why is that so far out? Like, you can get a merch site set up very, very quickly. So it's a little weird to me that that is so far out of the way. They are giving away 10% of their gross sales to a ocean conservation organization, which is pretty cool. I am big into, helping out the oceans, but unfortunately not a lot of people care about that stuff. So this kind of thing is nice to see, but it isn't really going to impact us as an investor. They do have a decent amount of followers at 2,400 followers, but they're really going to have to get this up a lot if they plan on selling out 47 ADA with 7,777 of these guys. So this is something that I'm keeping an eye on. I wish that it had like 3,000 supply, and then I'd be a lot more confident. The only thing that's really holding it up for me is that I think the art looks pretty cool. And they are doing a good job at getting interaction on Twitter. It seems that a lot of people are really liking these. So, yeah, keep an eye on it, guys. The next big thing that is dropping is Boss Cat Planet, and they are dropping that on the 13th. Now, this is just a no-brainer project for me. Love them or hate them, despise them or not, they are a team that markets well and has a lot of utility, and I think these Boss Planet properties are going to do extremely well. There's going to be a total of 129,600 of these. 30% have been allocated to different partners. That is a very, very high number. I don't like how big that number is, but if they allocated it to people like Snoop Dogg or all of these other big influencers that are going to bring a lot of volume into this, then I don't necessarily care. That means that 70% is going to be left to the public, and they are going to be releasing that over time. So on February 13th, they're releasing 10%, or about 13,000 of these plots. Now, the white listings are going to be taking a lot of this. If you hold 2 cats and 1 part, 2 parts and 1 cat, or a fully assembled rocket, or just a ton of cats, 6 cats, you are going to be able to participate in this pre-sale, which in my opinion, once again, is a no-brainer. Even after all that is said and done though, and you don't meet those requirements, there are still going to be over 2,000 plots available in the public sale. Now this is going to be very, very hard to get, but I think it is definitely going to be worth it, and I might even buy some in the aftermarket. They've showcased some of their art already. They're going to have these different Vox cats, which are going to be kind of your playable characters, your 3D characters. And they also showed that they're already showing some of the art. So this is like kind of like a concert, I don't know, like some sort of party. And then they have like these different houses. This is going to be one of the mansions that the main owner, Blue Magic, is going to be owning. So he's definitely flexing on everyone. I like how they have the little cars here. Overall though, this is a no-brainer project for me. If you look at the cats were 20 ADA. Now they're 2,700 ADA. Same thing with the rocket parts. They were like, I think they have it over here. The rocket parts were 35 ADA, and now they're, 5, 6, 7,000 ADA, depending on when you're looking at it. So this is a project that I'll definitely be going for and that I've had my eyes on for the past month. The last project on our list, guys, is Cardano Village. They are launching on the 15th of February for about 58 ADA each. Now you can already buy their different homes. I've talked about this project a few times. I really like what they're doing, and now they're basically launching the land for these homes. So if you already own these homes like I did, you already got a ticket, and that ticket can be cashed in right now, as well as 8.5 ADA, and you can get one of their new pieces of land that are coming out. Now, if you don't already have these land tickets, they are dropping their actual land on the 15th for that 58 ADA price. This kind of shows you guys a little bit of what I was talking about, but over here, their public sale is going to be 58 ADA per land with a total supply of 15,444 pieces of land. Now, there are 10,000 houses, like they said, which all got land tickets. So you have to expect that everyone is going to use their land ticket. It wouldn't make sense if you didn't. So there's probably going to be closer to about 5,000 pieces of land that go up for the public. Now, I like this project a lot. I think they're doing a lot of big things, and their team has been delivering a lot. I personally had 5 of these houses already, so I was able to get 5 of those tickets, and I already sent in the tickets plus the ADA to get that land for 8.5 ADA each. Now, as far as the public sale goes, it is going to be 58 ADA a pop, which is a little bit on the higher end. Now, with 15,000 pieces of land, there is going to be a lot of volume needed to really make money in this project, right? You just have so many people that are buying this, and you have to realize that if you're getting in at that 58 ADA price, that a lot of people were able to get in at 8.5 ADA. So you would hope that the floor would be at least 58 ADA, but who knows, because all these people got it way cheaper than that, right? Including myself. So this is a project that you need to keep your eye on. I wouldn't go all in on this. Maybe you buy 1 or 2, or you pay attention to how fast it sells out, or maybe you wait until all of them are sold out and you wait until people keep dropping the price and maybe pick up a couple as a long-term hold. But this is personally a project that I like, and I think that as far as metaverse projects go on Cardano, this team has been doing a great job, and I think that you at least have to keep an eye on this. That sums up this week's video though, guys. Good luck copying all of this different stuff. There are a ton of different drops and a ton of different ways to make money. So if you enjoyed the content and you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, as well as follow my Twitter. I'm going to be trying to post these videos every single Sunday, so you get a good idea of what different mints are coming out, so you can do a little bit of research on them. That sums up the video though, guys. I hope everyone here has an awesome day.